Yo, this is Never Gallimore from the Dallas Cowboys, and I want to give a major shout out to Mike Tag. Keep bringing the hype to the Cowboys Nation. We love and appreciate it. Now, can you dig it? Let's get it.
What's up, Cowboys Nation? What is up, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy Mike Tag here. You see, Kelly's out partying, he's out drinking. Jimmy's out partying, he's out drinking. So I gotta get a sidekick. So what better than my son? If you guys saw, I gave him a beating in Madden 24, trying to take on Pops. Had to give him a 28-7 beatdown. So he's going to chill with me tonight, and of course with you guys. And we're going to be talking about the Cowboy game. We're going to live stream now. That being said, we got a UFC fight that we're looking to watch. So we're not going to be here all night, but we'll be here for a little while. Maybe watch the first half, see how long it goes. But definitely, we do a laid back. This is laid back show. So any questions, comments, we definitely want engagement from the crowd. So hopefully you guys are ready. We got preseason game number 2 getting ready to get started. We got a lot of guys that we want to see. We want to see who's going to be that hungry player of the week that my man Eugene Lockhart talks about. So let me know what you guys think, man. Let's see who we got. We got, of course, Troy. What's up? What is going on? We got Vince, we got Bud, we got Raymond. They're climbing in, man. We appreciate the love. So Mikey, looking at this, who are you looking at? I mean, what guys do you want to see step up?
Oh, I obviously want to see Deuce Vaughn. I want to see Overshown after the first game he had. I mean, he could be in the running for that linebacker spot for the starters. So I mean, obviously Kelvin Joseph.
I know you're still on that Kelvin Joseph bandwagon, man. I don't know if he's gonna make it. I don't know if he's gonna make it. He may not make it.
He's been getting a lot, but he had a good first game.
No, he's getting better. I mean, we'll see. It might be a little too late. I don't know what you guys think. So
he's a good special teams guy. I mean, he did clutch up in that Niners game.
No, he did. No, that was a big special teams play. So, you always want your guys to be successful. But, for me, you're seeing Deuce Vaughn. Obviously, we want to see, can he repeat that? Would love to see him maybe get in the game a little earlier and see how he does against maybe their 2s or 1s. We'll see how it plays out. Tolbert, you want to see him build off of that one more time just to get some confidence. I went into the season concerned about the linebackers. And to me, man, the linebackers, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about Clark. I'm feeling good about Overshown. Obviously, LVE we got. So what are you guys in the chat? What's the player or position group that you're keeping your eye on tonight? Because, all the starters, most of them aren't playing again, and we're going to get into that and get your opinion on that. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Oh, Gallimore, bye-bye. We don't want that, but
no, we can't have that.
We can't have that. But Kelly and I were talking and said, you know what, if we lose Gallimore, who could do the intro as good or better than Gallimore? And both of us said at the same time, Eugene Lockhart. So maybe we'll make Eugene Lockhart. Maybe I have to do the intro.
Perfect for it.
So yeah, we'll figure out. But yeah, hopefully it's going on, man. And Steven always checking in, hanging out with the chat, man. I'm excited to see what's going on, man. Deuce Vaughn, they're showing the highlights. If you're watching the game, I mean, he's got some moves. He's going to be a difference maker. You're right. I'm excited to see what happens. And let's see what we got. We got Falcon wants to see Tolbert and Turpin.
Yeah,
Turpin needs to show.
Step up, yeah.
I mean, what do you think about that? He's fumbling, but I think he can be a playmaker on offense.
Yeah.
Do you think he's got a shot to be an impact, not an impact, but a key guy on offense?
No, yeah, I think he can. I think he'd be like Waddle, like how Waddle is with the Dolphins. They like a short game guy. Like they really don't usually throw the ball deep to Waddle. So.
Yep. Get him to him in space and let him make some moves. So
he did clutch up with that. What was it? We went for it on fourth. Didn't we go for it on fourth down that one time?
Yes.
And
yeah.
He caught the ball. So, no. I mean, he made up for the fumble. Kind of, but
we don't want to see turnovers.
No,
like
no
Rico
turnovers.
turning the ball over on a 1 yard line.
yeah.
That is another area. Running back. I don't know what you guys, man, and what you guys are thinking about. Obviously, we all feel great about Pollard. No worries about that. Deuce Vaughn showed us something. I think he showed what he's capable of. He did that in college, so it's not a huge surprise. But what about Rico, and what about Malik Davis? They didn't look that great. I mean, Rico didn't look terrible except for that fumble.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to see someone step up.
I think Deuce could be in the running for that RB2 spot. Especially after the first game. Honestly, the whole time going into the season, I was saying Pollard and Deuce Vaughn. That's going to be the RB.
They could be the most in carries, but you need
I think that's why they signed Ronald Jones to be that kind of like pass blocking kind of guy.
Yeah.
Even though he's suspended, but that signing did seem weird to me, but I kind of understand because we don't really have that big back because Ronald Jones is big.
No, he is.
He's like Zeke.
No, he is, but I'm just not sold on him. So let's see.
I'm not
let's see what Troy said. He had his draft today. He got Dak, Jimmy, McCaffrey, Pacheco, Akers, CD, Debo. What are you in a 5-team draft? Or are you that good? Because that looks pretty good.
What's his name? Debo Samuel had a good game today.
Yeah. No, that's a.
I drafted Pacheco too. So
did you? All right. Well, that's what you listened to on Tuesday. This man, he's got. They got the 4 horsemen. They're doing the fantasy football show on Tuesday, so they're doing a mock draft. I think Tuesday you guys doing a mock draft, and then you guys are going to do a fantasy draft, the Inside the Cave fantasy draft. Now, I think we have 2 or 3 spots. And we're looking for, some fans to join the crew. It'll be myself's in the league, Mike will be in the league, Kelly, Jimmy, the whole crew, Uncle Cheech. We got the whole crew going in there. So I think we got a couple spots. So if you're interested, just hit me a DM on Twitter or Instagram, whatever way you want to get a hold of me, and let me know that you're interested. We'll do a live draft. So one of the weeks, you just got to be available. We will do a live draft and have you in. You don't necessarily have to be. If you don't want to be on screen, you at least have to be in the chat to give your picks or something like that. So we're getting this game started, man. We're going to get this thing. So, if you want to join, Troy, just send me a DM so I don't forget because I'm getting ready to watch the fights after this game. I'll be hazy. I don't know what's going on. So I know you're on Twitter, so just send me a DM, say you're in, and you are. I think you just got to make sure you're available on the night. I think it's Tuesday, probably 2 Tuesdays, you think, from here?
Yeah.
Next Tuesday. We'll probably do it there. So
September, I think, that week of the season. So
maybe the week before the season. We'll figure it out.
5th.
We'll figure it out. Well, the Cowboys are getting the ball, guys. So we will see. We're going to see what is going on with this offense. And this is what I want to see. You can probably see Cooper Rush out there. So the question is, Mikey, we don't have Dak out there in preseason. I don't know, you guys in the chat. Do you want to see him out there? Because you're seeing Mahomes out there, you're seeing Allen. What's your thoughts?
It's going to concern me because I just feel like, especially week 1, we play the Giants. And I don't want to sleep on the Giants. I know they're the Giants, but they were a playoff team last year. They could, you can say what you want about them. But
I think they're overrated. And I made a mistake. We're on defense. We get the defense started. I got excited. I've been drinking a little bit. I got a little excited, so I'm not doing good.
Because the Giants played their starters. Like Waller. Darren Waller was out there.
No.
I didn't see Barkley, obviously, but...
All right, and they got Geno. Is that Geno Smith? So Geno Smith's playing. Geno Smith's playing. Hit the tight end. They moved the ball a little bit. So now you're seeing their ones against not our defense, but our 1.5 or 2. Would you say defense? There's some guys in the rotation, so it's going to be interesting. My man Steve predicted, and I think it's going to come true. Our man Redwine from the U is going to get a turnover tonight. Maybe, hopefully, it'll be a pick.
Oh yeah.
So there they go. They did a little sneak in there. They got the first down. So Fowler's out there. They got Sam Williams is out there. So we got our second tier. Mozzie's out there. So, this defense is gonna get a test with Geno. Now, what receivers does he have?
I saw JSN's out there.
Okay.
I did not see DK.
Okay, DK or
Lockett.
So now they got another first down. So hopefully you guys might be ahead or behind us. How some of this stuff goes. So hopefully I'm not spoiling anything. You're not spoiling anything, but they're going to try to run the ball. That's what I want to see is what you're seeing right there.
Yeah.
Stuff them, no gain. That's what we want to see.
Our run defense is going to be good this year.
Yeah. So
a lot better than it was last year.
In the chat, forget the big names. Who is the guy on defense that you think is going to be the difference maker? Don't give me Parsons. Don't give me. I want to know a guy that you think is going to be a difference maker. Maybe a second-year guy. Maybe a veteran who's getting his opportunity. Who do you guys think is going to be a difference maker on this team, especially on the defensive side of the ball? I know my man Steve was going red wine. He's feeling that. He is feeling that. So
they do have Lockett out there.
Oh, Lockett's playing. So they got a lot of their starters out there. What's up, Mark? What is up, Bland? I think Bland is a guy. Now, he's not sneaking up on anyone, right? He had a nice season. But, to Mark's point, he's a guy that can elevate up to – I'm talking to a guy that's on either the fringe or get to a Pro Bowl. So I know that we had, the gentleman who's calling the game for us, Kyle Yeomans. He said Damone Clark. He said if Damone Clark plays 15 games this year, he's going to be in the Pro Bowl. So that's his guy. Overshown on defense.
I was thinking Overshown. Overshown or Sam Williams. That's who I was thinking.
Yeah, I think Sam Williams is a guy that I'm expecting double-digit sacks from. Hey, what's Steven? Steven, what's happening? What's shaking? What is shaking? So we are getting this thing going. So now it's 3rd and 8. This is what you want to see. Hopefully, I'm not behind or ahead, but this is what you want to see. How are they on 3rd downs? They got them going. Not a lot of pressure there. There we go. We almost. That would have been a second pick. He had a pick last week. That was a tip pass. Thomas almost got the pick. That would have been sweet to start it off. So the defense does its job against their ones, right? I mean, their guys are out there. Metcalf is pretty much the only big name that they don't have out there, and the defense does the job and forces a punt.
Kenneth Walker, I didn't see him out there, but I did see the 2nd-round pick out there. What's his name? Zach.
I don't know. I could care less about Seattle. I don't know about you guys. So, I'm way behind. See, that's what happens, man. They punted. Say I'm way behind. So I need Mark. You're going to have to help me. You're going to have to help me. I might be able to do play-by-play.
Let's see. Turpin.
Oh, look at Turpin. All right. So we're good. So fair catch. So now we're going to see the offense. We're going to see what this offense does. You got Cooper Rush coming out there. Tolbert. Who's the guy on offense? So we said a defense. Who's the guy on offense that you want to see making that big play, to be the guy to step up? Now, it doesn't have to be, again, we don't want to hear CD, we don't want to hear any of that ball. So who is the guy that you want to see step up in this season? On offense.
Not offense?
On offense. We did defense.
Okay.
I'm going to look and see if I got another channel that I can.
He already showed it to me, the first preseason game, Tolbert.
No, I'm talking about this year.
Yeah.
So Tolbert's your guy this year that you're going to see make an impact on the team in 2023. That's your guy on offense.
That's my guy.
I agree. So, Deuce, there we go. Now we're talking. Now we're going to be talking. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, Deuce is out there?
Yeah, I heard it. I'm trying to find another channel. We're working all this stuff as we go. Let's see if maybe they're not showing it there. Let me go.
It's on.
I was gonna see. Is it on network? Maybe I'll try that one and see if they're doing. See, this is what we do. We're just doing it on the fly. Let me see. They might be ahead of the local stream I got. Let's see. We'll see if this works. So, who you guys got? Let's see. Now, what is this? You got? I'm hearing that Hendershot's on the bubble. I'm hearing that John Stevens is looking really good, which I believe he is. And then you're also talking about Ferguson, and then you got Schoonmaker. And I'm hearing rumors that maybe Hendershot is on thin ice. What do you guys? Anyone disagree, or anyone hearing that in Texas land?
I disagree.
You think Hendershot's good to go?
Oh yeah, I think he did great last year. Him and Ferguson.
No, they were a good team. They were definitely a good team.
That's why I was surprised we drafted Schoonmaker.
Yeah. No, sorry guys. I'm trying to get my TV, trying to work all the angles. Let's see here, and then I'll get right back. Go ahead and talk to me, y'all, while I'm doing this.
Oh, it's on right there.
I know. I'm trying to get to the so I can get back over there. So Dallas media is saying he's on the bubble. That's what I'm hearing. Is Hendershot is on the bubble. I mean, if you get other guys that step up, you got to remember he was undrafted. It's not like he was this big guy. Nice run, nice run, nice run. That's a strong run. All right, man. Maybe Rico's been hearing some of this stuff. But
he's been on the team for a while.
No, he has. That's what I mean.
He's like Noah Brown, because Noah Brown was on the team for a while too.
Yeah, no. So Steve thinks Hendershot's going to be all right.
I think he'll be fine.
I would like to see Deuce in there now. I don't know why they're waiting. I want to see what Deuce can do against. I'm trying to look at some of their defensive formations, see if they got a lot of their starters in.
They got Kobe Bryantson.
Of course not the. Let's see. But Rico's look good. Rico's look good early. Oh,
they got what's his name out there? Kane's legend, Michael Jackson.
Oh, that was a draft pick, Michael Jackson. I know Steve's got my back. Michael Jackson was drafted by the Cowboys, and they let him go. And he got picked up by the Lions, and he went to another team. But he's starting in Seattle. I liked him as a cornerback. I thought he was a good cornerback at the U. But yeah, Noah Brown had a drop early.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Did you watch that play?
Literally right there, because he always does that. Like he was like Terrence Williams. Like he always does that. Like he doesn't use his hands, like a body catch. Oh, there's Hendershot.
Yeah, well,
maybe
there could be wires on thin ice.
Maybe they're
dropping passes and stuff. That's not a way to make the team. That's not a way to make the team. So we will we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's preseason, so I never get too excited. I'm never gonna get all worked up or anything like that. It's preseason, and I saw people like, oh man, Dallas lost it. People like the haters. Are sitting there making a point that they lost a preseason game. I think it's pretty sad, but yeah, definitely Rico is showing. He's showing his way early. With some plays, so it's gonna. Maybe he's sometimes you see that guy behind you. You see a Deuce Vaughn step up, and you look at yourself and say, "Hey, dude, man, I better get my shit together. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in trouble." So. It is definitely good to see. And now you got Tolbert doing what we're seeing. So everything is working out.
They got Brooks out there too.
Everything is working out to what the Cowboys need. We have no issues, right? I don't know if you guys agree. We got no issues with our frontline guys. Who is going to step up and make plays when called upon? This is a nice play to Tolbert. Yeah, nice play to Tolbert.
Oh, good catch.
Good catch. So it is. This is what
that's why I picked them.
Well, and where's my man Ultra? He's been dogging his ass for 6 months. I've been hearing he's worse on Tolbert than he is on Kelly for some reason. But yeah, so and then no, it's good. It's good. Okay. My man Mark.
Because he had an offensive pass interference.
No, that was a ticky tack.
That was terrible.
That was ticky tack. So you guys make sure. You guys, one thing I wanted to say, I don't know, do you guys watch Deep Blue in the chat? Have any of you guys watched the Deep Blue series that is DallasCowboy.com puts together? It is a great series. They always do them before the preseason games, so they're pretty cool to watch. But the story that they had, I don't know if you watched the one now, is on the Tom Landry game where he had someone had a threat on his life. He had a threat on his life. They pulled him off the field, and it was that 1986 season. So it's a pretty good show, and the reason I'm saying that is by coincidence. I didn't plan it out, but by coincidence, we got Mike Sherrard, who was their first-round draft pick in '86. He's coming into the cave on Thursday, and that's something I definitely want to talk to him about because it was a pretty damn interesting story. And if you look at that Cowboys team, I was 85. They made the playoffs. They got slapped around by the Rams, and they end up getting Herschel Walker because the USF folded. Obviously they drafted Sherrard, who was a highly touted guy out of college. They started getting some of these pieces together, and they were like 6-2, 6-1, something like that, cruising. And then they played the Giants, and Carl Banks annihilated Danny White, broke his wrist.
and Steve Pallure came in, and they never were the same. They never recovered. They won one game out of that. They finished 7-9, missed the playoffs. You go 3-13, 3-13, and then the next thing obviously Jerry Jones got the team. Jimmy Johnson. The rest is history for the team of the '90s. But it's a great story. So we're gonna have Jalen Tolbert on there, and it's good. But yeah, punting the ball, that's terrible. That's this is a concern. This is a concern with the offensive line. This is the one thing that we had talked about. The depth of that offensive line, and what do they have? What do they have behind it?
Nobody. I mean, it seems like our O-line just got really bull rushed.
It's not good. It's not good because the problem is you end up with
if Zach Martin gets hurt or whatever, we're in trouble.
Tyron Smith, you get
anybody,
one of these guys.
Tyler Smith, anybody, Terrence Steele.
So Dak needs to play. So that's the question.
I think they should just give the starters a drive at least.
Do you guys think the starters should play a series? You look at Mahomes, we talked about earlier. You got Josh Allen. You got Tua played. You got Purdy, who's coming off an injury, played.
So did Watson played.
Watson played. So do you think that they need to? Geno's playing now. Your starters, should they play? And I know Steven, the starters should be playing about their two or three possessions. And you've got a new offense, which is it's going to be a little different. There's going to be some similarities, but it's going to be a different offense. It wouldn't be bad to get them out there, get a series, get their feet wet a little bit. Maybe you're selective. Maybe you're not having CD out there. Maybe you put Tolbert in as your 3, and you got Brandon Cooks, or however way you want to do it. But just give them a drive to kind of get that hit. Get that first hit out of the way. Make yourself feel better.
We saw how they did against the Bucs that first week, and they didn't play the starters the preseason. Look how they played.
No, and they were sloppy. Terrible. They were terrible. But the year before, they looked good. They dropped 34 on us. So you can it goes either way. But
I don't think they had a preseason that year too. Was that going into?
I don't know.
After COVID, right?
No, that was before the COVID thing. No, because I was at the game. It was before the COVID.
It was before?
Yeah. That was when Dak. No. That was only a couple. No, that wasn't. That was the first game. No.
Okay.
Yeah, that was packed. So I mean, but so if the Cowboys come out sloppy, if the Cowboys come out sloppy, the first game, that's what's going to be said is, man, why didn't they give the starters some time to give them the gel? Get this and that. Because you have any of these guys that you talk to who played professional or even play college, there's practice speed and there's game speed, and
we went to the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders. I don't go to the. I talk about that Thanksgiving. We were at that Thanksgiving Day game, but yeah, the Raiders are coming to Dallas for the third one. Nobody's playing in that one, but but I think maybe they should. They get a week off. You play and then I think you get a week off. Yeah. I think you get a week off
because there's no preseason week 4 like they used to.
Yeah, so
3 weeks.
So I mean, why not? Why not? So, but let's see what else we got going on. If we move to a timing offense, we need the starters to play. No, I agree.
Well, it's like I see Mahomes and Josh Allen play. I'm like, why can't we can't play Dak? At least Dak.
I know Josh Holmes, or Josh Allen's playing and Mahomes is playing.
I saw him running around getting. Even Mahomes.
Yeah. And we got an injury. My man Mark's, he's about 10 seconds ahead of me. He's 10 seconds ahead of me. So we got an injury.
Oh, no, I hope that's not. Overshown's at 35, is he?
No. Is he?
Yeah, he is. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Well, I hope everything's okay there. I hope everything's Overshown's down, and I hope everything's all right. It's not. It didn't look. It wasn't a contact. It wasn't a contact injury. It wasn't a contact injury. So it's.
I hope that's not serious.
Hopefully,
I hope he just rolled his ankle.
Yeah, and then we got to see the replay on that one. Gilmore. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if you want Gilmore in there playing.
Oh,
that's not
good.
Yeah, that's not what you. That's not what you want to see. That's not what you don't hope anyone. I know the Eagles. They had a couple guys that were hurt. You do not.
That's tough.
It looked. I don't want to speculate, Stephen. The first thing it looked like was a knee,
But I don't know if it was ankle. I don't know if anyone else, you guys saw it a little better. I was kind of multitasking, so I kind of caught the tail end of it. So I'm not 100% sure if you guys, anyone in the chats, watched the game. Was it a knee or was it his ankle? It didn't look like it was a big contact injury, so that's what has me a little concerned. But I'm hoping that everything is okay. But this would be one of those things where you say your starters, if that was Parsons, if that was Tank, if that was, I mean, would we be killing the Cowboys for saying, why are you playing your big players in meaningless games? So it's just, it's a double-edged sword. If injuries are free, then you look like you made a smart move. But if a guy gets hurt, they're going to come back and they're going to say, man, why did you, a meaningless game, you put your key players at risk. So that is.
I really hope he's okay.
Yeah.
He was playing good, and that was a good tackle.
Let's see. We got. I think it's an ankle.
I want to say he rolled.
I hope it's an ankle. I mean, he definitely ankles fix them. They can tape it up. They can. He'll be done for the night. I'm sure. If he's back in, then it's really nothing. But if it's an ankle, that would make me feel a lot better. You never want to see anything with the knee. I just couldn't see the way it could have been a roll of an ankle because he stepped and maybe he just got.
I think he swung him and maybe he just landed on his ankle or something.
Or got maybe rolled it, got caught in the turf or something like that. So hopefully we'll get to it. So thinking, if we look ahead, guys, the Giants. I'm hearing a lot. I saw on Twitter and. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I just don't fear the Giants. And I'm just being he walked off under his own power. So that's a good sign. That's a great sign. Thanks for the update, Mark. But are you guys worried about the Giants? Because I think they're gonna be worse this year. I think they benefited from we all had an easier schedule. Their schedule is gonna be a lot harder. I just don't think they're that scary. I've known, people like don't sleep on the Giants, don't this on the Giants, don't watch out for the Giants. I think if you look at our roster compared to theirs, we should smoke the Giants. And I'm not being a Homer Cowboys fan. I'm just telling you the way it is. Because I'll be the first to say, the Eagles, okay, the Eagles got a good roster. That was bad coverage there. Eagles got a good roster. You got your work cut out. I mean, it's not going to be a cakewalk. Let's not kid ourselves with the Eagles. I think we're better, but they're gonna be a tough opponent. I just don't see the Giants matching up with us at all. So if I'm wrong, you guys let me know. So far you guys think I'm right. So hopefully that's a good thing. Now we're getting.
I don't know if that's on.
Our defense ain't looking good right now against their starters. But again, this isn't our starters. This isn't our starters. But yeah, we've gotten a big pass. We've gotten a big run. It is not the way that you want to see your defense looking. But again, I got to see who's in there. It's so hard because preseason they're moving guys.
Bland got cut.
Well, I'm not worried about right here. This is what I want to see. You had Mozzie in there, right? He's there. Who's next to him? Who's next to him? Osa, right? That's Osa, 97. Fowler. I mean, those are some good guys in there. They shouldn't be getting gashed up. So, and then at the second level, who's that? Is that my man Redwine?
That's Redwine.
Redwine getting that tackle, though. At least he got the tackle. So.
He's playing good.
Well, I don't know who you asking, me or this one about the new Madden. If you ask me, I love the new Madden because I smoked him 28-7. Diggs got a pick 6. We took it to the house. How do you like the Madden? Do you like the Madden or no?
It's not bad. But I just there's sometimes the animations are. I literally dropped 5 picks. I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Overshown. He did get hurt. Walked off on his own power. Didn't have to be carted off or carried off or anything like that. It looked like it's probably maybe an ankle. So hopefully good things. I don't see him back in there right now.
I doubt they'll
hopefully they just precautionary. Just don't even take a chance and just leave him out there. But leave him out of the game doesn't really mean much. So we'll see what happens.
Doesn't he have a Cowboys tattoo?
Who?
JSN. I heard something about that.
He might. We have a divisional game in week 1. We have Rodgers week 2. They need to be on their A game. No, I mean I get it.
That's back to back New York teams.
No, I mean I get it. Then we get the sack. We get the sack. So, again, with preseason, we don't have our guys in there. So you can't. Sam Williams obviously got the sack. You can't get too crazy about it. You know, you want to see execution. You want to see what that second tier team can do because we're just not playing our starters. I think they said 26 people or players are not playing in this game, and most of them are going to be your starters. So they get their field. They get the field goal. They're up. They're up 3-0. I got to see something out of the offense now.
No, yeah.
I got to see something.
I
want
to see Deuce out there. I want to see him play against their starters on defense.
No, I would like to see Deuce out there. I don't know. I don't know why. Why they haven't done it yet, but I would really wish they would get Deuce out there and get him out there against the. I don't think their ones.
I can really see what he.
Their ones aren't going to be out there now, though.
No, I know.
I mean, they're probably pulling.
They're probably taking.
They're probably taking their guys out now, but they gave him a couple. They gave him a couple reps, and maybe those. Maybe again, no one got hurt. Maybe it's a good thing for them. So we'll see what happens. So let's see. What else are you guys? What is your biggest concern? That's what let's talk about that as we're watching this game. We're gonna get ready for that UFC fight, so don't forget that. That should be a good one. But on football, what is your biggest concern on this team? It could be a player, it could be a position group, it could be anything. What is your biggest concern on this team? Do you have anything that
I'm honestly not really concerned. I feel like the way our team is great. You could say maybe the safeties. We only have like one safety.
You got Curse, you got Wilson, you got Hooker.
It's really hard to say what I'm really concerned with because I feel very confident in this team.
You're confident in Aubrey, the kicker.
Okay, kicker. Now, yeah. But I feel like we always had a kicker concern for the last couple of years now, especially last year.
Well, so we got the O-line. The O-line is a concern if injuries depth. To clarify, I think, and that's probably going to be true on most teams. Kicker worries me. Run defense.
It's actually a lot better.
I think run defense. I'm hoping Mozzie and Hankins and those boys clear that up, but that's been a problem in the past. So,
but they did good against ETN.
No, but that could be something where Steven's got a point to say, all right, maybe I think it's going to be improved, but that's still something that worries me is our ability to stop the run on a consistent basis. And we got Tyron. Well, Tyron's going to go down, man. It's a matter.
It's just a when.
It's not if, but when it's going to happen. So that would be one. I'm way past that as a concern.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. We got a Super Bowl defense. Real concern is if our offense screws it up. So if you're saying that, then your concern is the quarterback. So you're saying your concern is Dak Prescott being able to take this team to the next level. And I can't say you're wrong. Until it's done, it's always going to be there. So you just got to kind of see. I believe that he has the ability to do it. I think he's going to be. I think it's going to be a big year for him. I've got a lot of confidence in Dak. Even wearing the Dak shirt, show some love from a man. But no, I think, but I think,
stupid hate.
That just goes
They're
without
showing
saying.
Practice clips.
I know that goes without saying. But no, that's a valid point. I think for me, the concern falls on the offense, but it really falls on who is the guy that is going to step up in the running game when it's fourth quarter and we're up by 5 and we need to grind it. We need to grind it out. Turpin's in there on offense with a nice play. If for that, who is that guy that's going to step up? I think Pollard. I don't know if you want to beat the hell out of him because he's got 17 games and you got this. Like I said, it's a 2 or 3 running back league now. I think Vaughn is a guy that's going to take some of those carries from whoever is. But I just need to know we got a running back that, for lack of a better word, that we can use to take the punishment to keep Pollard fresh, keep Deuce doing what he does,
We need to find that running back. So I want to see, is it Malik Davis? Is it Rico? Is it Jones? Is it someone who's not on this team? And that's Willetsko. He's one of those guys that's looking to step up, and they got some pressure on Cooper Rush, tip pass. I got to see if it was all on Willetsko. We're going to see. But, Willetsko's a guy in the offensive line, to one of the concerns about, offensive line. That's another one. So let's see what we got. Davis in it running. Yep, no, we saw him. So we'll see. Dak for MVP. And yeah, Turpin. Turpin's value, I think, has to be more, in a strange way, more on the offense than special teams, because everything that's kind of changed. Now he's had Tolbert at a play a few seconds ago. Turpin's going to be one of those guys that you need to get some key plays. Almost like, if you guys remember Dwayne Harris, he had a few plays, man. Just made some big plays, on offense. They bring him every now and then. That's what you just need from him. And then, obviously, what you're seeing with Tolbert tonight, to Falcon, his stock is going up. I'm telling you what is – Tolbert is making it easier to sleep at night because, not for nothing, everyone's expecting Gallup to be Gallup that we know and love, but Gallup wasn't that last year. And then they say, well, the second year, that's, from the injury, it's a 2-year, recovery, and he'll be back. I mean, he's not playing a preseason, so we don't know until it's out there, but it makes you feel better seeing Tolbert do what he does, just in case. If Gallup's not there, if he's not right, or something happens to one of the receivers, now we've got someone there who's in our 4th spot that you feel that you're not going to miss a beat. Tough run by Davis.
That was a good cut by Davis.
Tough run by Davis. I mean, that's what I'm, we're talking about, that you want to see. But let's see what we got, man. My man Steve, I think we're okay in the backfield. Pollard's good. I don't know. 20 carries consistently. I don't know. I think maybe 20 touches, but I don't know if you want to get him. I don't know, 20 carries. Davis and Deuce will split 20 carries. I don't know if they'll be running the ball that much. 40 carries. I hope they do. That means we're winning a lot. But it's not so much how many carries per game. It's when they are. And it's like I said, if we're up by 5, you need to run out the clock. Or if we're up by 2, you got to make sure they don't get the ball back. Whatever scenario you want to do, you need a running back that is going to bang in between the tackles and is going to get 3 to 4 yards of punishing yards to get that first down. And I don't know if we want Pollard being that guy, because, like I said, it's a long season. You're going to need to have confidence in one of these running backs. And Davis, so far, I mean, I think Deuce Vaughn was a wake-up call to these guys. You're seeing Rico and you're seeing Davis running a lot harder than they did last week. Would you agree?
No, I agree. Because I think Davis didn't even get like 10 yards in the first game.
Yeah, he didn't do anything. I don't know if you guys, anyone watching the game, are you seeing a different energy from Rico and from Davis that you didn't see? So, and another good catch by Tolbert. So, yeah, it's been a Tolbert show. I mean, he's been the main receiver. Who else is out there besides him? Is Brooks out there? Yeah, nice.
Good catch.
Yeah, is Brooks out there? Is he out there? Who's the other receiver? So he's the opposite?
I think it's Tolbert, Brooks, and Turpin right now.
Okay. That's interesting. Right, yeah. Not Simi, though. You don't see Simi out there.
I think Simi's going to get it.
You think Simi's going to? Does this mean the end of Simi? Yeah, Brooks is out there.
I think Brooks is doing better than Simi. That's a great catch.
It's up. They're not going to challenge it. You're not going to challenge. That's close. That was a close one. No, they're going to. Why would you challenge it? It's not even worth it. They shouldn't even have challenges in preseason. It's just a waste of time. That's a close one. But yeah, is Simi hit the ground? It looked like it hit the ground on the replay I saw. So
if he just threw it a little higher.
Yeah, but hey, he made the catch.
No, yeah,
he made the catch. It just the ball was thrown right in the ground.
But Tolbert's showing again, and that he can be a game changer.
No, Davis did his thing last season. I think he'll start showing up sometime soon. Yeah, I mean,
He didn't do anything last season. He did in preseason, but he really didn't really seem to do much. But they didn't give him the opportunity. They didn't give him the opportunity. So, in his defense, you go back to that 49er playoff game when Pollard got hurt, everything changed, and you wish that maybe what could have Malik Davis done in that playoff game, because Zeke just wasn't he wasn't able
Well,
to.
I looked at Zeke more as like a power back. Like if I'm in the red zone, I want him out there more than I want Pollard.
Yeah, but he just didn't have a lot of. Didn't seem like he had a lot of juice. A lot of juice. So
let's see.
Simi, Achille Simi.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna step up, but Simi might not be on the team. I mean, they got Brooks out there. They don't even have Simi out there opposite him, unless they just kind of spread the guys around a little bit. But yeah, so yeah, and definitely I always forget. Troy and Steven are the best at it. Make sure you guys like. If you're here now, just stop and hit that like button, hit the share. Spread the love, spread the word to Cowboys Nation. We're here live all the time. We love doing it during the season with Kelly and Jimmy. We're going to be doing a bunch of stuff during the season. We're going to be having a lot of fun. So this is relaxing. This is like, man, if you guys, pop in and out, you want to chill a little bit, talk some stuff, ask some questions. I do want to give a shout out to my man Steph. I got a message from Steph, and he's like, "Hey man," he goes, "I think you live, I think I live by you. I moved here from California, and I thought I saw you say Palm Harbor. Well, I'm in Palm Harbor, so I was like, hey." I said, "You ever want to meet up, man? I got my happy hour spot," and lo and behold, man, he showed up on Friday night. Got to meet him. We talked some Cowboys, and it was really cool. What a great guy. I mean, you never know. Even me, you guys don't know probably, what you're going to get when you see me. Sometimes I disappoint you because I'm a little too quiet. Sometimes I'm a little too loud, so you think I'm annoying. It just depends on what day it is and when I show up. So, for people, when you meet each other, you see each other on social media and you interact and you tweet back and forth. So it was really cool, man. He was the real deal. He was a good guy. We had a great conversation, and definitely happy that he took the time to stop by and meet up. So it was cool.
Good catch by Brooks.
Yeah. So first down, Brooks. So
I think he took. I think Simi's gone. I think.
Well, he's not there. He's not there.
Exactly. He's not even out there.
It's not there. Anyone watching a pay-per-view fight? Where are we at with that? What do I got to worry about? It's 10:40. What time?
I don't know what
time did our fight start?
I would think the main events are on now.
Right? See, and then I get text messages from people. Why aren't we playing Dak a little even at the beginning? And it's it's.
I hope O'Malley wins tonight. You know Sean O'Malley?
Yeah, no, I watched this fight.
He's fighting for a title tonight.
Yeah, no, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Yeah, don't worry, Mark. You don't have to update every play. We appreciate it. You're the boots on the ground for us. We expect to hopefully get a call from you next week if we do the Raiders one. I don't know if we will or not. It all depends. If I'm here chilling, we do it. I was surprised. 10 o'clock, I probably would be in bed, but the fight's on. So I said, hey, we'll go in here for an hour or something and just kill some time, make sure I don't fall asleep. That's one thing I hate about these pay-per-view fights.
No, especially boxing. Boxing takes so long. What I like about UFC is that they're quick. Like they're quick.
No, they
they're
do.
Quick to their main event.
No, they don't. Well, those fights can go fast. So
yeah.
So yeah. So yeah, definitely. And that's the other side of it. Why chance? And that's the argument. You start Dak and you play your guys and get them some reps, or you don't. And if you start them and one of them get hurt, you're never going to hear the end of it. If you go to the first game of the season, I'm telling you, mark it if you want. If the Cowboys come out slow opening night, you're gonna hear about it all day long. Dak didn't play. They had a new McCarthy's offense. He's trying to install a new offense, and he's not playing as none of them played. So now it's there's game speed and practice speed and yada yada yada. So so you just never know. I came in on the link for the Jags, but not sure what happened. What was that? I missed that. What is that? Oh yeah, well you'll hear it for 6 weeks. You'll hear it all season. They'll be talking about it every single day. So I mean that's what they do. So you're really in a bad spot.
Did what Hurts didn't play, did he?
No, Hurts didn't play. I mean, a lot of quarterbacks don't play. I mean, there's a lot of teams that they're not going to play their starters. And then you've got, I think it's a philosophy of the coach. And if you look at Andy Reid's always done that. Sean Payton, he's going to, I mean,
old school coaches.
But Sean Payton's trying to create a mindset, changing the culture of what he inherited in Denver and with, everything that kind of fell south there. So he wants to put his guys in there. He wants to make sure, that's Michael Robinson and Bennett in there. He wants to make sure that, he's setting the tone, that he's the man in charge, because everything that happened with the previous coach, with Russell Wilson kind of doing his own thing, I think it's more with that. So no, I mean, look, if you give him time, if you can give him some time, he's gonna get better. So we'll see what happens. So, but anyway, we'll watch this last drive, and we'll probably be signing out to go watch some pay-per-view. But tomorrow morning, we're going to be doing the recap. So I'm going to watch the rest of the game. We'll do double work, and we're going to go through that game. And I want to find out who the hungry player of the game is. Who's your hungry player of the game so far? Tolbert?
I know.
You got to go Tolbert. You're going to go. I mean, Malik's ran the ball hard.
Right on cue with what we just said.
Oh no! All right, maybe he's not the hungry man. Tolbert just dropped the pass. So maybe...
Well, let's see. Let's see if it's a bad drop.
No, let's see. No, that was a bad drop. That was not good. God dog it! Every time I try to hype someone up, they let me down. So now
that's fine.
The race is wide open now. The race is open for the hungry player of the game. But Malik, showed something. You're going to see what happens with Deuce Vaughn. I'm sure he's going to have something to say about it. Offensive line, a little bit better protection.
They're not putting him in right now.
I know. I would have liked to see him in there a little bit earlier. You got Turpin with a nice catch. See, Mark said he was quitting on me, but now he's keeping the gig going. And the thing is Turpin.
Good route.
Yep, Turpin after that fumble, he needed to step up in this game. I think there's some of these guys.
Tolbert already proved himself.
Yeah, but there's some guys that they gotta prove themselves. They cannot just take for granted. Okay, well I'm going to make the team and I'm going to do this. I think you've got to. And it's something we talk about that hunger. You got to have those. There's certain guys on this team that you need to have that, and you need to have that element. You need to have a percentage of your team that is like that, and that's. I mean, it's so important. And then we'll see. Well, again, now that's a hard run. I mean, it's only 3 yards, but it's a hard run. So hopefully these guys just continue to improve on offense. The offensive line, I'm still not crazy about. I'm not seeing. I'm not doing jumping. I'm not jumping off anything with this. Doing bounces and backflips and everything with this offensive line. I'm still a little concerned, but it's your backups. But these backups can be pushed into a starting position as soon as that opportunity goes. So we will we'll see. Third down. These runs through turn 6 yards. Absolutely, that's what I'm talking about. You do these runs. You got a guy. If it's Rico or if it's Malik, and obviously that are going to punish that line. Those 3-yard gains. You guys, if you're around with Emmitt Smith,
he just made up for it.
And you would see that Tolbert made up for it with a nice catch. So there we go. Now he's back in the running for the hungry player of the game. So he must have heard us. See, that's the beauty of this thing. Is these guys are watching the game. They know what's going on. There's a first down. So they know what's going on. So that is it's good to see. I'm telling you what, I think Tolbert's a great kid, and it makes you feel really good when you see good guys be able to overcome a lot of adversity. His first year.
Do you blame Kellen Moore for what happened?
Well, I mean, you got to wonder. I mean, you have to wonder. But I mean, I'm one of those that the players got to take accountability, and I think maybe he just struggled. And I mean, I think the pressure. You think about. Remember what he walked into. They trade Amari Cooper. Mm-hmm. So Rico with the touchdown. So there you go. Rico is now he's putting his resume in for the hungry player of the game with a nice touchdown run. But you see these guys, and
he just needed time, and maybe that pressure with Cooper, and then you had Dak get hurt first game, so now things change, and he just never. Up there you go, first down, nice catch. That was a catch for Rico. That's good. Get him in there. Offense looked a lot better. Offense looked a lot better.
Than the first
That's
game.
got to make us look. Now they're probably gonna. Now you're gonna see Will Grier in there. And it'll be interesting to see with Cooper Rush and Greer. I know, there was talk, well, maybe Greer would go number 2, but you know what you got with Cooper Rush? He won games.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you, for your backup, I'm going with a comfort level. I know what Cooper Rush was able to do. He won 4, he went 4-1,
Mm-hmm.
Beat the Bengals. People forget that. Beat Joe Burrow. I was at that game, right? When everyone had us for dead. That was the game right after Dak gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Beats the Giants on the road Monday Night Football. Help me out with the other ones, guys. Who did he beat? Who did he beat? It was
so what was the Bengals?
Bengals, Giants. Lost to the
Lions?
Eagles. Yeah, I don't know.
Was it the
I don't know. If you guys remember, let me know. But
Commanders?
Was it Okay, beat the Commanders. Is that one of them?
And then maybe they lost to the Eagles.
They lost to the Eagles, but they had but he won. Beat the Rams. Thank you, Troy.
Rams. Yeah.
Thank you, Troy. There we go. So beat the Rams. So I mean, and people forget that Rams team still had Stafford. It wasn't like they were tanking yet.
Have Cup? I don't know if they had.
I thought they did. They weren't tanking yet. They weren't in the gutter yet. They weren't in the gutter yet. So what?
They're doing another Equalizer.
I know Equalizer 3. I don't know if you guys like Equalizer, man. Equalizer. I love Denzel. I don't think there's a bad Denzel movie.
There's not.
And Equalizer and Equalizer 2, 2 of my favorites. And one other one is I just watched it tonight before the game. I don't know if you guys seen No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence. Good movie. Good movie. Good movie. I don't know if that was her, in the scene. I'm pretty sure it wasn't the way it was. It had to have been. There's no way she was showing all that in the movie the way it was, but it was a good movie. Definitely check it out. So let's see. All right. Well, we can answer some questions. So if you look at the cave, all the footballs that you see on this side, those are all signed, and I got them signed in person. And if I look back, it's Sean Lee, Don Perkins, Jason Witten, Roy Williams. A friend of mine knew Roy Williams, so I got you that. Percy Howard, which is a great story. Howard, if you've never watched The Deep Blue with Percy Howard, I actually drove down to Fort Lauderdale and had breakfast with him, just called him out of the blue. Saw the story. He went to Dillard High School, which was a rival school of mine down in South Florida. So went down there and we talked. I bought him breakfast and we talked for over an hour, maybe 2 hours, just about his story. And it's really an interesting story because he had one catch in his NFL career, and it was in the Super Bowl. And
that was a good.
You were there. It's just really cool. And then the last one is Tank Lawrence, and that was a gift. If you guys follow me long enough, you guys remember my first hype video that Tank Lawrence retweeted. That was one of the things he sent me. He sent me the gloves in there, but really most of all this stuff, if you look at it, I've gotten signed myself through the years as a kid, younger than this, a lot younger than him starting out. And then some of the stuff I did buy, like the Parsons I bought, the CeeDee Lamb I bought. Some of it was a gift. I got a Tony Romo jersey that my employees bought for me. Got a ton of Emmitt Smiths that I met him like 2 or 3 different times at different public events that they did in Florida. Super Bowls. Me and my brothers used to go to the Super Bowl parties all the time, and we were like I got one helmet. We got Tony Dorsett, Emmitt Smith, and I want to say it was Herschel Walker in about 5 minutes. They were just kind of standing around. Now, maybe things have changed. I haven't done that in a long time, so I don't know how available a lot of these people are during the Super Bowl weeks and things like that. But yeah, this is stuff that I say, man, what am I going to do with it all? I'm looking at the Michael Irvin. I got the Michael Irvin picture. I got signed when I was probably a freshman in high school. Still got the same picture. He was doing a trade show, a signing in Fort Lauderdale. right when he got to the Cowboys, like maybe the second or third year with the Cowboys. So I got that signed. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, most all this is sentimental. I always say, if you ever watch, I did a 3-part series on the cave. It's changed a lot since then, but there's a story behind everything in the cave. There's a story, and I think Mikey's been a part of some of these stories that we've gotten some of this stuff signed. So it's cool. It's priceless to me. I don't know what'll happen to it. After my days, hopefully this boy will take good care of it and leave the legacy and have it, take his cave. So anyway, yeah, no, it was cool. That was awesome. That was awesome to get all that. So
defense is playing amazing.
No, the defense is hungry. Defense. So I mean, who would you guys say on defense? Say offense always gets a glamour. Is there a guy on defense right now? We need some nominations. Is there someone on defense that is showing out right now that deserves to be that hungry player of the week if you were going to pick one?
So. I saw what's his name, Bell. What's his name?
Marquise Bell. Safety.
He made a good play.
Yeah. Yeah, on Sportsmanlike, Mark called it taunting. See, and that's how there's a young guy right there, and that's how you can lose a spot. Let's absolutely.
But I mean, he's talking to him too.
I know. Yeah, I gotta say that's a little disappointing because it looks like it's going back and forth. Yeah, but you have to be more disciplined. You have to be more disciplined. You got to be more disciplined. They're always So now they get the ball back, and
Hey, look at Pete. Pete's yelling at.
No, well, he's probably saying, "Hey, you did a good thing as long as it wasn't on you. It was worth a shot, right? We're gonna punt anyway. You might as well see if you can bait them."
Because if they both are talking.
No, I know. So. Then you get the run. See, this is what happened. This is where we talk about penalties.
Bell just made a good tackle.
The penalties can kill you, though. Right here, you should be off. Was that DJ Dallas from the U?
Yeah,
all right, DJ Dallas from the U. I got to show him some love. But you cannot do that. You should be off the field, and now you're giving up big plays. And you should have had the ball back. So now they've got the ball in our territory. And it's not a good thing. Now you're giving up big plays. You're giving up big plays, and
that's JSN.
Who's 37 on our team?
Oh, Scott.
Oh, Eric Scott. He was one of the guys that they're high on. And now Seattle scores a touchdown. So. That's not good. Sorry. Well, now I don't know if that D is going to be the hungry. I don't know if we got a hungry one there. We got some guys that need to eat, though. We got some guys that better not be full because that was not a good series. 7 points goes right on to Thomas.
There's DJ Dallas.
That's 7 points goes right on to Thomas, and that's his responsibility. Yeah. He has to own that. So can't have that. Well, Overshone, he got hurt, so I don't know if he can be hungry this week. Hopefully, be healthy. Be healthy. He can be healthy this week. So
if he walked under his own power, I think he'll be okay.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
As long as he's fine for week 1.
No, he will be. So, all right, guys, we got to go watch the pay-per-view. We wanted to just mix it up for an hour, man. We appreciate everyone who stopped by the cave. We are, again, your boy's going to be here tomorrow morning. We're going to kind of recap. So get your coffee, get your juice, get your eggs, get whatever you want. We'll be, I think it's like 9:30 my time, so 8:30 if you're in Dallas time, and it's really early if you're out west. But we are gonna have a good time. So I appreciate everyone for popping in and out of the caveman in the chat. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share. Spread the word to Cowboys Nation. If you miss the show tomorrow, you can always pick it back up. But make sure you guys stay tuned because we've got next week. I'm just telling you, we've got a really cool story. It's not a Cowboys story. It's a Miami Hurricane story about a gentleman who is a huge fan. I go to a lot of Miami games. You've seen him in the full uniform. Yeah. And I always watch, who is this guy in this full uniform? He's got the headgear, he's got everything. And, his name is Shelton.
and his story is about his brother. Him and his brother are huge fans, and tragically his brother passed away. And his brother, one thing he told him was, when are you gonna wear that full uniform? Because he collected all of the jerseys and stuff. So to this day, he goes to the game, every game, and he's full out in Hurricane uniform. So it's really cool. It's a great story. So that'll be on Wednesday. We're gonna talk some college. We're gonna be a lot of Canes, and then Thursday, Mike Sherrard, who you guys may know, you may not know, he was a first-round draft pick of the Cowboys, 1986, and he had a really nice rookie season. We talked about that 86 season, and then he blew out his knee, and then he did it again, and he didn't play for a couple years. Then he got on with the 49ers, plays with the 49ers, gets healthy again, and ends up winning the Super Bowl, beat the hell out of the Broncos in that Super Bowl, and then gets injured again, the same knee, and then comes back with the Giants, and he played with the Giants. So he's got some good stories. He was with the Giants during the time with Emmitt Smith, that, the legendary game that he had. But he was obviously in the Super Bowl, and he played a little bit, with the Niners when some of the Cowboys rivalries. So we've got a huge week next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys check it out. Show tomorrow, I think, is 9:30 Eastern. It'll be 9 or 9:30. I've just got to check. But I'll post it up there, and you guys will see it. But make sure you check in. So hopefully this offense is 7-10. Hopefully the offense is done. If you guys are watching that pay-per-view fight, we're going to have 2 screens going, so I'll be watching it. So until next time, Mikey, I appreciate you filling in. And you got your show.
Yeah, we got the show Tuesday. We're doing a mock draft on Tuesday. The show's at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock Eastern.
Eagles getting ready.
Whoops, I hit it too fast. Say it again.
Make sure you guys tune in for Tuesday, like and subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.
Yep, we will see you guys next week. You guys take care.
Eagles getting ready, because you might not like it, but you will learn to love it, because we are the best thing going today. Now, can you dig it?
Wake up to win, and they don't understand.